Okay, for the question 1, we are going to continue the yesterday's discussion. It's on your textbook page 36. Wait, not all of you are turning on the camera. It's only Regan, Brian, Gaby, Miguel, Nathan. Where are the others? It's only the students. The other students are not going to turn the camera on. They're already turning on the camera. The others, please kindly turn the camera on if you have no internet problem. It is a school rules that you have to keep the camera on because it will be helping the teacher also, so I can see what are you doing at home. I can check if you are there or not. Oh yeah, wait. It's only Shesha, Putri, Nathan, Valerie, Miguel, Darlene, Daryl, Gaby, Agatha, Regan, Brian who are turning on the camera. The others, if you have no internet trouble and or maybe if your computer is not having any problem, please kindly turn your camera on. So me as a teacher, I will be able to see what are you doing at home. I can check if you are really listening to me or not. Okay then. Okay. Wait. Yeah, Ethan already turning on the camera. Valerie already turning on the camera. Putri. Wait, where is Putri? Okay, some of you already turning on the camera. Thank you. Okay, Putri already. Peter is not there. James, yeah. Okay, I think most of you already turning on the camera. Thank you so much. If you have no internet trouble, please always keep it on. So me as a teacher, I will be able to see you and I will be sure that you are really listening to me. If for those who are not able, like if your camera really disabled or maybe your mic is also disabled, please join the class and also type it through the chat box so I can be sure that you are still joining my class. Okay, yeah. Okay, for the question 1, yesterday we already discussed the question 1 until C, yeah, I think. Until C or until F, I forgot. The question 1A, yesterday we already find it 40. And then the question B, yesterday we have it 160. And then for the question C, yesterday it was 200. And then for the 476, it will be 500 yesterday. And then for the E, yesterday we found it 4,000. For the F, we found it as 13,000. Yes? Is it correct? Or maybe is there anything is still confusing from the question A until question F? Is there anything still confusing? No? Okay. If nothing is confusing, let us continue to the question G. For the question G, we have 32,479. We need to round off to the nearest 10,000. Anyone already found it? How many it will be? Is there anyone who already tried to find it? We round off to the nearest 10,000. So if you get confused, you need to check which digit at the 1,000 place. The digit at the 10,000 place is the digit 3, right? Number 3 is at the 1,000 place. Look at the 3. Next to 3, it will be 2. Because next 3 is 2, so it means the 3 will remain the same. Because this is to the nearest 10,000, the answer will be in 10,000 also. So it will be 30,000. Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe my explanation is not clear enough? Is there anyone who get confused? No or yes? Let me know if any one of you having any confusion. Okay, if no one have no confusion, I will move to the question H. For the question H, we have 125,450. We need to round off the number to the nearest 10,000. So again, we need to find which digit at the 10,000 place. The digit at the 10,000 place is number 2. Next to 2 is 5. So it means the 2 will go up by 1. Become 3. Yes, the answer will be 130,000. Is there anyone having any question? The answer will be 130,000. Okay. Some of you already answered through the chat box correctly. I don't think any one of you having any question. I will move to the question I. We have a 452,985. We need to round off the number to the nearest 100,000. So we check which digit at the 100 place, the 100,000 place, the digit at 100,000 place is 4. Next to 4 is 5, so it means the 4 have to go up by 1. Yes, correct. The answer will be 500,000. Is there anyone having any question? If you have any question, please let me know. No question? Okay. For the question J, we have to round off the number to the nearest 100,000 again. Yes, the answer will be 1,400,000. Okay. Is there anyone having any question so far? No? Okay. If no one having any question, I will move to the question K. We have 7,856,920. We need to round off to the nearest million. Yes, the answer will be 8 million. So 8 with the 6 zeros. Okay. Is there anyone having any question? No? Yes? Okay. If no question, move to the question L. We have 25,499,500. We have to round it off to the nearest million. Yes, the answer will be 25 million. Is there anyone having any question? Or is there anything confusing still? No? Okay. For sure, nothing is confusing. Okay, if nothing is confusing, I will move to the question 2. For the question 2, we have to round off the number to the given degree of accuracy in here. It can be in decimal place or round off the number to the nearest 10, 100, and so on. It depends on the question given. So for the question 1a, we have to round off 75.2 to the nearest whole number. Whole number means no decimal place. No decimal place. So we have to check the ones. The ones is at 5. Next to 5 is 2. So it means the 5 will stay as 5. Yes, the answer will be 75. Is there anyone having any question or my explanation is still confusing for you? Please let me know. I will repeat it again if you think my explanation is confusing, you still do not understand with my explanation or anything. Everything is fine? Okay. If everything is fine, I will move to the question B. For the question B, we have 9.55. Again, we have to round off to the nearest whole number. So we check at the last in here, 9. Next to 9 is 5. That's why the 9 will go up by 1. It will be 10. Okay. Is there anyone having any confusion? No? Okay. Please let me know if you have any confusion. If you do not say anything, I will assume none of you having any question, yeah? Okay. For the question D, we have 19.924. We have to round it off to the nearest whole number. Yes, the answer will be 20. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. I will move to the question D. We have 11.45. We need to round off the number to the nearest one decimal place. So the first decimal place is 4. Next to 4 is 5. So it means the 4 will go up by 1. Yes, correct. The answer will be 11.5. And then for the question E, we have that number 0.929. When we round off to the nearest one decimal place, the answer you have to check which digit at the first decimal place. The digit at the decimal place is 9. Next to 9 is 2. So it means the 9 will stay as it is. That's why the answer will be 0.9. Is there anyone who get confused? Especially for those who have a different answer maybe. If you have any confusion, please let me know. No question? Okay. I will move to the question F. We have 125.889. We have to round off to the nearest one decimal place. Yes, the answer correct, 125.9. Thank you for those who already answered it through the chat box. Okay, if no one have no question, I will move to the question G. We have to round off the number to the nearest two decimal place. Two decimal place. So this is 1, 2. Stop at 5. stop at 5, so it means the 5 will stay as 5. That's why the answer will be 9.45. Please read the question carefully. Is there anyone having any question? No? Okay. If no one have no question, I will move to the question H. For the question H, we have 12.915. We need to round off to the nearest two decimal place, so it will be 12.92, correct? And then for the question I, we have 0.0759. We need to round off to the nearest two decimal place. Yes, the answer will be 0.08. For the last question, at the question J, we have to round off the number to the nearest two decimal place. So make sure your answer will be having two decimal places, not only one decimal places. So correct, the second decimal place is 8. So after 8, it means, the second decimal place, it will be 9. Next to 9 is 8. So it means 9 will go up by 1. So we have 7, 9 go up by 1. It will be 8, 0. So make sure you write the 0 because it says two decimal place. If you only write it as 146.8, it will be only having one decimal place. You will not follow the question. The question said two decimal place. Even though it's 0, you have to write it still. Because you have to show the final answer have to be in two decimal place. Is there anyone having any question? Or my explanation is not clear enough? You need me more clarification or anything? Everything's clear? Okay. If everything's clear, are you done checking your answer? Can I move to the next slides or do you want to check it first? Copy first or anything? Okay, I can move. Okay, I will move to the next slide. It will not be on your textbook, so please listen it carefully. If you have any question, feel free to interrupt me. Is my voice still audible? Because I cannot see anyone. I only can see Michelle. My voice still audible, right? Okay. Okay, if my voice is not audible, please let me know because now I only can see Michelle. I know some of you already turning on the camera, but now I only can see Michelle and Regan. I'm afraid if my internet is down or anything that's and make my voice is not audible for you. Okay. Today we are going to rounding off the number, but today we are going to round off the number to the nearest significant figures. Before I move to the nearest significant figures, I will read you again about rounding off the number to the given decimal places. For later, I will share the PowerPoint to you. So it will be up to you if you want to copy first or you just want to make some proper notes or simple notes. It will be up to you. But later, if I give you a question, please kindly write it on a paper. So later, when we have a discussion, it will be better for us. It will be to have a discussion. You can check your answer. If you have any wrong answer, you can ask me any question. Yeah. So this is a note from my side. It will be up to you if you want to copy it or not. Yes, and every Friday we will have a preparation for a checkpoint. So every Thursday I will be sharing the question to you. So please kindly try to do it first at home. So at Friday we can directly discuss it together. I don't have to wait for you to try to do it first. Every Thursday I will be give you the question. On Friday, we will discuss it. The checkpoint, if not in March, it will be on April or May. I don't know. It will be depending on the Cambridge people because the one who will arrange the schedule, who will make the paper, will be coming from the Cambridge people. Usually, it will be the checkpoint test, the real checkpoint test, it will be on March or April. And then for every Friday, we will prepare ourselves to for the checkpoint. So every Friday, I'll give you a question that is similar or maybe even from the past paper from the checkpoint question. We will be discussing it. Yes, it will be on March or April next year, next semester. Hopefully for the next semester, we can go back to the school and we can have a class rather than we keep on having the online class. Yeah, let's hope the better. Okay, So for rounding off the number to the nearest decimal place in here, sometimes the question will not always ask you to round off the numbers to the nearest one decimal place or two decimal place. Sometimes it can be in 5 decimal places or even 7 decimal places. Depends on the question. But the rule, it will be the same. We have to pick which digit that is chosen from the question. If the next digit is 5 or bigger, we have to increase the chosen digit by 1. If the next digit from the chosen digit is less than 5, it means the chosen digit will stay as it is. The rule will be the same, only different number of decimal places that you have to use. So in here, I already have the example. I have 5.367398. In here, you have to round off to the nearest one decimal place, 3 decimal places, or even 5 decimal places. How do we find it? It will be having the same rule. So if one decimal place, so we need to find the first decimal place. The first decimal place is the number 3. And you check, next to 3 is 7. When it is next to 3 is 7, so it means the 3 will have to go up by 1. That's why it will be 4. That's why the answer will be 5.4. And then for the question B, we have 3 decimal places. 3 decimal places, it means we have to find the third decimal place. The third decimal place is 6. Next to 6 is 3, so it means the 6 will remain the same. That's why the answer will be 5.376. And then for the last number, we have to round off the number to the nearest 5 decimal place. So again, we have to find the 5th decimal place. It will be at 9. Next to 9 is 8. 8 is bigger than 5, so it means the 9 have to go up by 1. So we read it as 39. 39 go up by 1, it will be 40. That's why the final answer will be 5.37640. So far, is there anyone having any question for the decimal place? No? Okay. This is just review. If no one, I don't think anyone having any question. So I will move to the significant figures. In here, for the significant figures, the things that is important, you have to find where is the first significant digit. So in here, there are two types. Yes, Regan, what happened? No, I'm not forcing you to make notes. It will be up to you because the slides, I will be sharing it to you through the Google Classroom. So if you think you need to make some notes, you can make the notes. If you think by looking from the slide, if the slide is already enough for you, you don't have to make notes. But if like from my slide, I will be explaining using my own words. Maybe from my own words you have a few notes that you want to write, you can write it down. It will be up to you as long as you understand. I don't want you to feel pressed. I have to force you to do anything. I want you to feel enjoy to study. So please do anything for yourself. Do the better for yourself as much as you can do for yourself. If you think you need to make notes, you can make notes. If you think notes is not necessary for you, yeah, it's okay. Okay, so in here, if we want to round off the number to the given significant figures in here, you have to be able to recognize which digit that is significant. So later, there will be two types. For a whole number, the first significant digit, it will be 4. The second significant digit, it will be 5. The 0 behind, sometimes it will be significant, sometimes it's not significant. That is for a whole number. But for a decimal number, the 0 in the front in here, they are not significant. The first significant digit is the non-zero one. So the first significant digit is 8. The 4 in here is significant. The 0 in here is significant. The 2 will be significant. So if a whole number, 0 behind, sometimes significant, sometimes are not significant. if a decimal number, the zero in the front are significant, but zero behind always significant. So far, is there anyone get confused? To classify which one is significant, which one is not significant. So far, is there anyone having any question? No question? Okay, because the rule will be the same. The things in here, if the next number to the chosen digit is 5 or bigger, so it means the chosen digit, we have to increase it by 1. If the next digit from the chosen digit is 5 or less than 5, it means the number will stay at it is. Yes, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself or type it through the chat box. I'm reading the chat box. I just do not type the answer to the chat box. You can tell me what is your question. Yeah, the last number in here, this is significant. The 0 in here significant. Even if I put another 0 after 2, this is also significant. For the decimal places, the 0 behind always significant. 0 in front never significant. A whole number, 0 behind, sometimes significant, sometimes are not significant. That's it, the difference. Is there anyone having any question, or maybe my explanation is not clear enough? I need to re-explain again. No? Okay, as long as you already understand with to classify which digit that is significant and which digit that are not significant, it will be easy for you to round off the number to the nearest significant figures. So maybe example in here, I have 0.0103. How many digits that are significant in here? How many digits that are significant in here? Can anyone tell me? How many digits? Yeah, it will be 3 because the 1 is significant, 0 is significant, 3 is significant. So for 0.0103, it will be 3 significant figures. If I have 4050, this will be how many significant figures? The 4 is significant, the 0 is significant, the 5 is significant. So you can say it as 3 significant figures. Sometimes the 0 behind is also significant. So sometimes people will assume it as 4 significant figures also. That is the difference. Is there anyone having any question or get more confused now? Yeah. So remember, when it is a decimal, the 0 in the front at the left side will never significant. That's why we start the significant digit from 1 for this example. These 0 are not significant, so you can ignore it. The things that is significant is 1, 0, and 3. There are 3 digits that is significant. That's why I say this number is given in 3 significant figures. And then for here, I have 4050. Sometimes for a whole number, the 0 behind in here is optional. It can be significant, sometimes it's not significant. But the number at the front, all of them are significant. So sometimes people will mention for 4050 as 3 significant figures. Sometimes it can be 4 significant figures. Just keep in your mind, if a whole number, the first significant digit is the first number, the first digit itself. But if it is the decimal, the first digit, it will be the non-zero one. Okay. So yeah, both of them are correct. It can be 3 significant figures. It can be 4 significant figures for this one. Because if a whole number, the 0 behind is optional, you can assume it as significant. You can assume it as a non-significant. That's why if you mention this is 3 significant figure is correct. If you mention it as 4 significant, it's also correct. Okay. So maybe to make it easier, I will continue to the example to round off the number to the given significant figures. So in here, I already have some numbers, two numbers only. And in here, I have to round off the number to the given significant figures. For the first example, I have 4,286. I have to round off the number to the nearest one significant figures. If it is one significant figures, it means I need to find the first significant digit. The first significant digit is number 4. If you get confused, you can check the place value. The number 4 is at the thousand place, right? Is there anyone who get confused if the number 4 is at the thousand place? 4 is at the thousand place. Is there anyone who disagree? If I say that the number 4 is at the thousand place, is there anyone who disagree? Okay, so if you get confused, if on this case for the 4,286, I want to round off to the nearest one significant figures, it will be the same thing as I round off the number to the nearest 1,000. Why, teacher? Why you can change it into the nearest 1,000? Because the number 4 is at the thousand place. So later the answer will be the same thing as you round off the number to the nearest 1,000. That's why the answer will be 4,000. Or if you get confused, we can follow the rule that we usually follow. You can check next to number 2, next to 4 is number 2. So it means the 4 will stay at it is. That's why the 4 will be still as 4. And then remember, the 4 is at the thousand place. We have to make sure that the answer will be at the thousand number still. That's why we put 30 to make sure that the answer will be at the thousand number. Is there anyone having any question or my explanation is confusing? We have to make sure that the number will be consistent. It's 4,000, that 4,286. So the answer will be about in the thousand answer also, the thousand number also. That's why the answer will be 4,000. Is there anyone having any question or my explanation is still confusing? Yeah. Okay. If you get confused, the thing is, do you understand how to find which digit that is significant? Because that is the clue. You have to find which digit that is significant. If you already able to classify which digit that is significant, you can answer it properly. So let me repeat again. Maybe I will not use the thousand place in here. Okay. So in here we have 4,286. It says one significant figures. So it means you have to find the first significant digit. The first significant digit is number 4. Right? And then again, you follow the previous rule. Next to 4 is 2. So it means the 4 will be the same. It will be stay as 4. And check the number 4286 is the thousand number. The answer will be in thousand also. That's why the answer will be 4,000. Because we have to make sure that the number is consistent. So the value will be the same. This is a thousand number, so the answer will be in thousand, not only 4. Is there anyone who get confused or still do not understand? Is everything clear? Hello? Is everything clear? Or if you get confused, you can check the place value. The 4 is at the thousand place. Oh my god. Significant is the digit that is matter. That's why before in the previous slide, I always concern to find out which digit that is significant. This is the significant figure is the first non-zero digit. Significant figures is the first non-zero digit. First non-zero digit. So the first non-zero if a whole number, yeah. 4 is the first significant, the 5 will be significant. If a whole number, sometimes the 0 behind is not significant. but sometimes it will be counted as significant. And then in here, for decimal number, we have to pick the non-zero one. That's why the 8 will be the first significant digit. The 0 in here are not significant because the rule is the first non-zero digit number. Okay, before I explain to round off the number to the nearest given significant figure, is there anyone who get confused to classify which digit that is significant? Is there anyone? No? Okay. Please let me know if you have any question. Okay. So remember, the significant is the first non-zero digit. Okay. I will move to the next slide. If you have any question, please let me know which part that making you confused. So significant figure is the first non-zero digit. That's why in here, I told you before, right? The zero behind sometimes are not counted as significant figure. That's why in here, if I round off 4,286, the answer will be 4,000. You have to write the zero still. Because sometimes if a whole number, the zero behind are not counted. That's why in here, I will, the 4,000, it will be counted as one significant figure still. Is there anyone having any question? No, if no one have no question, I will move to the second question. In here, we have 0.08069. We have to round off to the three significant figures. If it is three significant figures, now we have to find the third significant digit. Anyone knows which one is the third significant digit? Can you tell me which one is the third significant digit? So again, the zero in the front are not counted as significant. So the 8 is significant, the 0 is significant, the 6 is significant, the 9 is significant. Now the question, we have to find three significant figures. So it means we have to find the third significant digit. The third is 6. And then after that you have to check. The right of 6 is 9. So it means the 6 have to go up by 1 become 7. That's why the answer will be 0.0807. Do not write another 0 behind. Because if a decimal places, the 0 behind will be counted. That's why you have to write it stop until 7. Do not add another 0. But if a whole number, you have to add another 0 to make the number consistent in the value. Is there anyone having any question, or my question is still, my explanation is confusing still? Hello? Is there anyone having any question so far? No question for sure? Okay. If you have no question, I have some question in here. Please kindly try. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I still have another example. Sorry, I forgot if I add another example. In here, I have another example. I have some numbers, and then I need to write it in, I have to answer it in three significant figures. In here, if I want to round off the number correct to three significant figures, the clue is I have to find the third significant digit. So for the question A, I have 47,316. So I need to find the third significant digit. The third significant digit is number 3. Next to 3 is 1. So it means the 3 will stay at it is. Remember, if a whole number, you have to make the value consistent. Because it is 47,000, the answer will be in 10,000 number. That's why you have to put another 0 in here to make the value consistent. For the question B, we have 303,971. We have to find the third significant digit. This is the third significant digit. 3. Next to 3 is 9. That's why the 3 have to go up by 1. Become 4. Don't forget to add another 0. So the value will be consistent. Now for the question C, we have 20.453. The third significant digit is 4. Next to 4 is 5. So it means the 4 have to go up by 1. Become 5. Remember, when it is a decimal place, you do not put another 0. So stop until 20.5. For another example at the question D, we have 0.004368. The 0 in the front are not significant, so the first significant digit is 4, the second significant digit is 3, the third significant digit is 6. And then after 6 is 8, so it means the 6 will go up by 1, become 7. So that's why it will be 0.0, it will be 0.0437. Do not put another 0 behind when it is decimal. So far, is there anyone having any question? Oh, okay. Okay, Michelle. No question? Okay. If you have no question, I give you some question. Please kindly try to do it first. I will try to check the attendance. If you have any question about how to do it, please let me know. Yeah, you have to write it in a paper for answer the question, because you don't have the question. It will be up to you. I think it will be better if you write the question, so later you can use it to, yeah, if later I will be giving you the PowerPoint. If you want to directly write the answer only, it's okay, because later you can check the question from the PowerPoint that I will be giving it to you later through the Google Classroom. Okay, please kindly try to do it first. While you are trying, I will try to call you one by one, just to make sure if you are still joining my class.